taken outside. A 94-mile-an-hour fastball missed
in spring training. But when one of your issues has been control,
you don't have to build up to 90 pitches like a starting pitcher would. So are there certain
and feel good with pitches commanding it through the zone? You know, it kind of varies really. Typically 8 or 9 games, and
is that important for you?
I think for the overall flow of a personal level, it doesn't really matter. You know, you're going to have conversations with the staff and so you know who's available. So there's a number of different. I'm going to stay ready and frankly just whenever they call, pick it up and see. The pitch clock after having, you know, I was completely against the pitch clock. So at a professional level, and that the league will listen to some of the feedback and the suggestions that the players. Things that I would like to see is, I know that get foul. Pitchers can't disengage the rubber at all, otherwise it's a ball. I would love to see what we want to do, how we want to attack hitters. If I get to a situation where I want to shake once or twice.
Runner goes again as this one is slashed out toward left field. Blair makes the catch out there.
Matt, how about this? I think I knew
Jesus Luzardo, George Soriano as the runner goes. This one out for a base hit. Runner was moving, and the runner's going to get a green light around. His throw is off the mark, and it's an RBI double for.
It was interesting, by the way. We didn't have a chance because we were with Matt Barnes. But with Cedrola at first base, remember after
disengagements comes in. You know, if the runner was Rizzo can't get him, and if they don't get him, well, it's a balk. You get second base anyway. Field, and that is a 2-run home run. The Mets are bid last year. He's a top 10 prospect with the Mets, and
they're having a good spring too. A couple of hanging breaking balls from Evans that have been
made the trip down from Port St. Lucie this morning. Out of the reach of Sanchez, he'll play it off the wall. And
last year, mostly in high A, is getting lit up a little bit. A lot of pitches up in the zone, and he's.
And that's the tricky part of spring training, right? That to third, to left field, a base hit. Lindor rounds third, and he'll score. Mets are up 9-1. 6.
You try to get down. Ball just skipped by Segura in a hurry. You and I talked to Gene Segura a little bit to third base from mostly second base.
Third, maybe you're in, or you have a longer throw to get it over to first base. That is. That one misses. And here's another hit by. A call it strike 3. Top more of a variety this year with all 29 teams on the schedule, but 1 ball and 1 strike from the lefty David Peterson. This one popped up foul and out of play. One. The simple thing to say is the Marlins need Soler to be back. Payoff pitch here from Peterson is a rip foul. Rob Flippo. I think that was Flip making the play.
Yeah, in the lineup.
And we discussed it a little bit with to be those table setters for the big bats. A guy like Brian De La Cruz, who grounds into the double play here, wants to see. And maybe there aren't as many of those 1-run losses as the Marlins weren't that far off.
Well, a guy who's won a couple of Gold Gloves, Lindor.
It's been all Mets since.
You could have Sandy Alcantara facing the home plate umpire has like a wrist buzz when the time's up, which will help him focus.
2-1 to Narvaez. Pop long run Segura. Wendell's heading over there too, and that's going to drop in between the other things that kind of go along with it.
Yes, too, is the communication aspect of
the Jazz takes center field, that bull by the horns, and make 0-2 to little Castro.
All the Marlins have had 6 different guys
playing center field. That's big time production. Checks, and Amaya will put that one over. A drive out toward dead center field. That one off the top. 3-run home run, his second of the afternoon. And the Mets pour it out.
Well, you talk about it.
Strikes here to Lindor. Sanchez. Road trip and the last homestand. Unbelievable. Shortstop. Wendell is out number 1. 18 years old. Still some boxes to check and something we can talk about when he's on the bump. Up the middle. A kick save and a beauty, and now as the season starts.
Get up there.
Yeah, I know. 496 is still out toward left field off the bat of Joe Rizzo. And that
stuff, the fact that he's only 19, 20 years old, however old he is incredible. It's part of the game. It's part of the game that we have to be good at. You know, we certainly got a little time to get polished and work on some stuff.
it's out toward right. Garrett Hampson out there in center field, but he gives way to Jesus Sanchez for the second.
And yeah, you know, like you said, kind of fine-tuning some things, and great job of coming in and you know, really being 20, 30 at bats to kind of see it really come out.
How's it feel, and how did it feel?
You know, to be, you know, called the short play. All right.
One hop up and over.
You know, two fantastic players. You watch from afar. Opportunity to play next to him is something I'm excited for.
In foul territory, Alex DeGotti had to start. And that's ball 1. Ryan takes a strike.
Was with a few organizations.
It might be shorter to list off the ones.
So the Dean machine has gone to Korea.
That is correct. Swinging. The ball, hand-eye coordination, and that's what he's been so good at. Just strike out, flies out to center there for the second out here in the 6th inning.
He did last year.
Garrett Hampson, a non-roster invite, takes one up. And trying what he can do to make the club as Brigham misses inside.
Yeah, knowing that he probably is going to go to the minor leagues. A position or a pitcher. All of a sudden, something that a guy did in spring training
made regular season, right? So you're always going to need those at some point. Hampson grounds out to the left side. 7th inning in Jupiter.